Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First question, you received my questions that I sent ahead of time.
Yes, we did.
What's the status on that? It's been about a month.
Yes, I think you told us that you expected an answer within 90 days, and we're
On track?
on track.
I appreciate that. Thank you. It was a lot, I understand. I knew you wouldn't have the answers today, but I want to make sure you were on track.
Thank you.
The NOLs, I find my question here. If the Supreme Court throws out the $5 million cap on NOLs, what would the tax neutral rate of the 30% be to adjust to revenue neutrality? And also within your documents, can you supply the committee a breakdown of your CNI changes, rate reductions, combined reporting at a later date? But I just want to know what the revenue neutrality rate would be.
We would have to calculate that, and it would depend on, whether it's combined with any of the other parts of the governor's proposal, because at a different rate, with a different base, the answer would be different, but we would have to calculate that.
Okay, that would be greatly appreciated. On the McKinsey report, when did your department meet with the consultant for McKinsey? Do you recall?
Dates?
Yeah, recall. A month ago, 2 months ago.
December, January?
Okay.
December, I think. November and December. November and December.
Who in your department met with them?
Many people.
Many people. Did they bring these recommendations to you, or did you make these recommendations to them?
Both.
Both. Is there a report of all the recommendations that were made in totality outside of this report?
I don't know what you mean.
So both the consultant and the department made recommendations. Were there any recommendations made between the consultant and the department that did not end up in this report?
Well, it was more conversational and, back and forth. We spoke to them about a lot of our initiatives, thoughts of where we would go next. They cited to us one of the guys had worked for the IRS. He talked about what he did when he worked at the IRS as examples. They talked about programs that were run in New York and California. We kind of went back and forth with them. We don't have an earned income tax credit. They do. So, they might find a lot more out of certain types of examination than we would because our tax structure isn't similar to theirs, that kind of stuff. I mean, it wasn't like there were written reports produced as part of that. I mean, they had some PowerPoints that they went over with us, but...
Okay. Based on the recommendations that were made in here, what percentage of them came from internally from your department that you were already working on?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. On November 21st, Governor Wolf signed House Bill 946 into law, which actually reduced pharmacy benefits by more than $20 million with a change in the reimbursement rate formula for PACE. Do you know the exact savings to date of that?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't.
Right now, the administration proposing to keep the formula but reduce the dispensing fee paid to pharmacists from $13 to $4, which was actually part of that bill that was signed into law November, a few months ago. Just why is the administration looking to actually repeal that law that was just signed into law?
That program is not operated by the Department of Revenue. We just raise the money that is used by the Department of Aging to run that program. So I'm not familiar with the specifics of it. I couldn't really answer that question. I'm sorry.
Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.